What is happening, mediocre people of YouTube? Apes! My little baby apes. So, today, I'm making this video as a title reflects. This one today truly is for my subscribers, because I've had many of my subscribers reach out. Some subscribers I don't regularly even hear from. I know they're subscribers because they are not on the hidden list or whatever, but it's really interesting. I've heard from people that I don't generally hear from, and they've reached out because they know that I'm close to this area. If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about right now, of course I'm talking about the shooting at Oxford High School in Oxford, Michigan yesterday. Oxford, Michigan is a really cool little town. It's basically, a town where nothing happens. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And it's a really neat town. It's about 30 minutes northeast of me. 30 minutes north anyway. Maybe a little bit east. But anyway, I've been there before. It's north of Troy, Michigan. Trying to put it in perspective for some of you guys that don't know where it's at. You can look it up on the map, and that's how some of my subscribers reached out today and asked about it, because they saw that it's close to Detroit. So unfortunately yesterday, a 15-year-old boy shot and killed 4 and wounded another 7 at his high school. One of them being a teacher, the other were students. I was actually going to drive out to Oxford and kind of film this video from there, but my conscience got the better of me, I suppose, and I said, the last thing they need today is another jackass filming out in Oxford. But I kind of wanted to show you guys what a great little town it is, because it's a great little town. It's low crime, all that good stuff. It's everything. It's the place where you want to live, and I'm thinking about the families of those who died and are injured and are currently in the hospital, and the parent of the kid that did the killing. I'm thinking about all that, and I think it's appropriate to just kind of take a moment to think about that, pray for the families. That's what we have, is thoughts and prayers. The general public, people that are not connected to these people, we have thoughts and prayers. And there's other things maybe we can volunteer to do later on. But yes, there was a tragedy at Oxford High School in Oxford, Michigan yesterday. Now, what we know for sure is that, okay, I don't want to put this in the for sure category. What we know for sure is that several kids didn't show up to school yesterday because they told their parents they didn't want to go, because they were aware of what this kid was. Apparently he said he was going to do this. And several parents kept their children out of school yesterday, and they didn't go. And we know this to be a fact because there were parents that they filmed on television in the mainstream media here that told us this story. There were students that told us this same story. So we know for a fact that there was warning. There was ample warning time, because it didn't happen till 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I think, and these kids called into school or did not attend school that day. School starts at 8 o'clock. So the question would then be, why didn't anyone do anything about it? Hey, I am sitting here same as you. Why didn't anybody do anything about it? Obviously parents called into the school and said, this is why my child's not coming to school. Damn well the school was aware of it. The Oakland County Sheriff, Undersheriff, is completely denying it at this point. Why do you think? because, Jeffrey Feiger is still practicing law along with a whole bunch of other lawyers. So, what I just stated, these are facts. Um, so, it sounds, although we don't have all the information, and you know how this goes. The school system, the Oakland County, they are going to deny because they're afraid of lawsuits, and I guess that's all fine and dandy. It's a shame that the media will actually probably help them in the course of denying it, and they're calling it rumors. Even though we watched more than one interview with a parent saying, "Yeah, I didn't send my kid to school today because my kid told me that this kid was planning on doing something like this." They're telling us that's just rumors. But that's how the media does what they do. The leaders of the county and this village of Oxford are going to do what they do. And in the meantime, they are going to get your mind off of it. And what's going to happen here, more than probably as sure as the sun's going to rise, they're going to blame it on the guns. They're going to say guns are dangerous. This is why guns are so dangerous. This is why we got to do something about guns. That's going to come. That if it hasn't already. I watched the mainstream media for a little while yesterday just because I wanted to be informed. It was live. It was unfolding. And then I haven't been watching other than to update myself through search engines and whatnot. So I don't even know if they've already started with guns are dangerous. Incidentally, one of my subscribers and somebody I subscribe to, and I might as well just say who it is Gerald's Musical Theory. He put a post on YouTube yesterday just before this happened about guns and whatnot, and I'd replied to his post and I said, guns are not dangerous. People are dangerous. And that is the hard truth that everyone, wants to avoid. For instance, this here. Here you go. This is a gun here. Now, I'm not a dangerous person. I don't consider myself a dangerous person. But I could certainly handle this in a dangerous manner, an irresponsible manner. But I don't, because I'm a responsible gun owner. So I could take this gun and I could set it up here. And it could set up there till the end of time. And the gun can't get up and walk down to the corner and shoot somebody without a human being behind it. So, like I said, as sure as the sun's going to rise, we're going to be told how dangerous guns are and that they need to take them away from all of us. When, I don't know how this kid got a hold of this gun. Apparently, the father bought it 4 days ago, this pistol. Why does his son have access to pistols? I don't know. Nobody has access to any of my guns. I know that, except for me. I brought this out just to show, just to show you guys how dangerous it is, sitting up there doing nothing. And afterwards, I'm going to take it where I'm going to take it, and I will be the only one that it's available to, and I make sure of that. It's about being a responsible gun owner, and there are millions of us out here that are responsible gun owners. And then there's a few that are not. The other conversation they are not going to have is going to be the conversation about mental health and why we are not pouring money into mental health and trying to help people. Many of these shootings, we either knew something beforehand or knew these people had mental health issues beforehand and didn't do anything about it. Well, I think it was the Florida nightclub a few years back where the FBI was actually watching this guy and didn't do anything about it, and then the guy ended up killing a bunch of people in a nightclub. So, of course, we don't want to have a conversation about mental health, because then the government might actually have to fund something that is not making them money. And I'm talking about our leaders. They fund everything that makes them money, but they don't fund anything that either doesn't make them money or actually helps the public. You know, I was just talking the other day on a live stream about addiction. You know, why are we not funding treatment programs? You know, we have this massive opiate epidemic, which is absolutely kills more people every day than any type of virus or whatnot does, but we are not funding treatment plans, treatment centers, and people can't get help. So, you know, getting back to the news of the day, you know, we're not, this is what we can look forward to in the media. The Oakland County Sheriff is already trying to cover up the fact that they knew about it. They're trying to say that nobody knew anything about this kid, except there were several parents that did not send their children to school that day because of this kid. Then here's where else he screwed up. He told us that there is an Oakland County Sheriff Deputy Liaison who is assigned to that school and at that school all the time. So if a parent called in and said, listen, and I'm sure there were several, listen, my child, I'm not sending my kid to school today and I need to let you guys know why. You don't think that the people in the office that work at that school made this sheriff deputy that's assigned to the school aware of this? Come on, man. I mean, this is how stupid they think we are. This is how fucking dumb the elected leaders and officials think we are. That we're just going to believe, even though we've had several parents and students on television live saying, yeah, this is why I didn't go to school today, because this kid, we knew he was going to do something. This is why I didn't send my child to school today, because my child told me about this kid and here's what he was going to do. Even though we have this stuff on film through the news media, which are not showing today, you know, they don't want to talk about that. And I get it. Here's what, like I said, there's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be wrongful death suits coming. There's going to be, you know, all kinds of suits coming out of this because they knew. Hey, got to deal with it. What pisses me off and makes me want to cry is the fact that they could have done something. If I'm the school principal and I hear that all these kids are not coming to school today because they're worried about this kid that might shoot some people, I'm going to pull this kid out of class, you know, and we're going to do it in a manner which, you know, we know he can't get to a weapon, and we're going to separate him from his bag and his locker and all that stuff. We're going to make sure he doesn't have anything on him. We're going to bring him into the office, and then we're going to call his parents in here, and we're all going to sit down and say, hey, we had all these kids, these parents call in today, and we had these kids not come to school today because of you and what you said you might do. And this fucking whole thing could have been avoided. That's what fucking hurts me. Almost more than the fact that we've got 7 people in the hospital trying to survive right now, and we've got 3 dead kids, 3 families right now that sent their child to school yesterday, and they're gone permanently. They're gone. That hurts. But what hurts even more is it sounds like something could have been done about it. And you know what? That's where I'm going to end this video, and I guess we'll see what happens. And who knows, maybe it's taken down because of the facts I'm citing. But if you are a student or someone who is close to the situation at hand, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you. I wish there's something I could have done to change it. If you're watching this and you're connected to this school tragedy, I'm sorry for you, and I'm thinking about you, and I'm praying for you. But that's where I'm going to end it, guys. All right, until next time, we'll talk to you later.